just a profound way to think about when we change our thought pattern, and not just whether it be life, whether it be business. We can go around like, I sell houses. Like, you meet somebody at a party, you tell them I sell houses. Is that very inspiring? Like, is that, what's it called, the limbic part of the brain? Is that going to trigger a response? Versus if we can dig deep and figure out why it is that we do what we do. And as much as we probably all think that we all do this for the money, that's not the case. There's a lot of people that do this for a variety of different reasons, and there's no right or wrong reason. But a lot of people do this because they want to be a part of one of the biggest life events that happens in somebody's lifetime, when they can help them, buy that first home, or help them move into that family dream home, or buy that vacation home and be a part of the experience that comes along with it. So I want to challenge you guys, really think about that. Like, this guy's written many books. He's one of the most profound speakers of our time. And it's everything that he does, and you should definitely follow him, Simon Sinek, S-I-N-E-K. I would definitely read his book. But when you can dig deep and really find out what your why is, why do you do what you do? Why do you act the way that you act? Why do you say the things that you say? Why are you in this industry? Why are you married to the person that you're with? Why do you do anything that you do? And so I want you guys to think about that a lot. And the dream board is a really good way to kind of represent a lot of why you do what you do. When you sit down and you put your dream board together, you're going to realize a lot of things about yourself that maybe you didn't know. And so I want you guys, again, take some time, really take this serious. Don't just be like, oh, Kyle said I have to do this, so I'm doing it. Like, this can be something that changes your life when you actually take the time and dig deep and think about why these things are coming to your head. And again, some of these things are just going to snap in your head because you've thought about them for a long time and you've always wanted them. And there's going to be new things that pop in your head you never even realized you wanted. And then as you put those things on your board and you take the time to think about not just what it is or how you're going to get it, but why. Why is that something that's on your board? Why do you want that? It can really have a huge impact on your life, on your business, on your relationships, on everything. And so I'm excited for you guys to do this. I'm excited to learn more about you, because obviously we have a lot of new faces in the room. So I think it's going to be fun for all of us to learn a little bit about each other and what each other's whys are. And I want to encourage a lot of you guys. Some of you guys are going to have a lot of the same stuff on your boards. And how cool is that when you could say, again, I'll pull mine up. How cool would that be if, you and somebody else both want to go to this crazy ass waterfall and hang over the edge, and that's on both of our dream boards? Well, if that's something we both want, wouldn't it be cool to build a little accountability with each other and not just say this is what we want to do, but this is why we want to do it, and then figure out the how and say, all right, we just got to put a date in the books and figure it the fuck out. It's amazing what happens a lot of times in life when you don't come up with the plan first. You come up with the outcome first and you figure out the plan from there. It's really powerful what can happen. But if it's something that you have a big enough why, the why will persevere through anything and any adversity that comes along the way. And the plan might change 100 times along the way. But if there's something that we put on there and there's a strong enough why behind it, you can get through anything and you can accomplish it. And so as we go and we present our boards on Friday, and we're going to separate, Steven's group's going to do theirs because I know you guys don't care about them, and I don't care about them either. So we will separate the room at that point, and we'll do our boards and they'll do their boards. But I encourage you, when you're listening, if there's something that somebody else presents that resonates with you and you see a little bit of yourself in that person, get yourself a little accountability partner. And there's a really cool app, if you guys aren't familiar with it, it's called SPAR, S-P-A-R. It's a cool accountability app where you could literally preload your credit card on there, and you guys come up with an accountability challenge, and you have to log your results in there, and if you don't, it automatically sends money to the other person. It's pretty cool. Accountability goes a really, really long ways. And so again, when we go through this exercise on Friday, I want you guys to see if there's other people, within the group that you resonate with. And it's hopefully going to bring a lot of us a lot closer together. And it's going to help a lot in our decision making, whether it be decisions we're making or maybe we observe somebody going through a little something and we can help refocus them on what that why is. And, hey, I know you're struggling right now, but remember, you're doing this for your family because you want boom, 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 boom. All of that. It could really be powerful. We can really all feed off of each other. We can all help each other out. and really start checking things off these boards. I know Mike checked 2 or 3 things off his board in the last year, and when you start to do that, I mean, you describe the feeling, dude.
It's pretty crazy. I didn't even believe in dream boards until last year when Kyle made me do it. I'm not a big scrapbooking fan, and arts and crafts isn't really in my wheelhouse. So I've known people that do dream boards and this stuff. I kind of figured I was a goal-oriented person, and I knew what I was striving for, and I knew what I was going after, but I'd never made a visual representation of what my goals were. And when I did this last year, it started out as like, okay, I need to check the box and just put a bunch of shit on this piece of paper, and then I'm done. And as I was starting to add things onto the paper, I was kind of calling myself out. I'm like, no, that's not real. That's not really a goal. That's just something I want to put on the paper. And I started taking it a little bit more serious, and as I did that, it started to take shape, and it made me very self-aware of what I was trying to accomplish. And I quite literally have to make a brand new one, because I think out of the like 8 to 10 things that were on there's only 2 or 3 that I haven't accomplished in the last year. And that's made me a huge believer in this dream board concept, and what you focus on expands. And like, there's some stuff on that board that I didn't think I would definitely accomplish anytime soon that I have accomplished, like owning a home. Kind of a big deal. Because when I made that dream board, I remember I put the photo of the house on there, and just shortly after I put that part of the dream board together, my wife called me because we bounced a check, and we had like $38 in our bank account. And I remember quite literally thinking, well, that'll happen in like 3 to 5 years. Right now we have to make a payment. And like, it was definitely not something I thought was going to be easily attainable. And making my calls every morning with the board sitting in front of me, along with all my missed opportunities that I had printed out and wrote how much commission I was missing, really helped me motivate and persevere through the bullshit mornings where I didn't want to make the calls, or the asshole client that hung up on me or talked crap about me, and just help me maintain my focus. So you guys, take it seriously, make it for real, make it what you really want to accomplish, and then just make sure you put it somewhere that you will always see it when you're going to run into adversity. Make it your screensaver on your phone, or whatever the background is on your phone. Put it next to the desk that you make your calls from. Look at it in between your door knocking, because it is motivational, and it's inspirational, and it will change your outlook on what is accomplished.